What's up, guys? Ooh, I'm so excited. I did something that you guys are going to love. I'm going to show you something that you really need to see. I've been talking to some people in my Discord, and I think they don't understand the kind of the concept of trading. I bought TradingView finally, but there was a reason why I bought it, and it was for the replay button. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. Now look. So this is the sp500, right? So here's the sp500. I'm going to show you something, okay? Alright, so I'm going to do a replay. So here's the sp500 right here. And this is the NAS and the triple Qs. So this is, I think, all the way back until 2021. Now check this out, okay? And go. So if you can see, here's the sp500, the triple Qs, and the NAS. Now check this out, look. Now it's not going to be perfect, but look. They overlap each other. They move the same, they act the same, they are the same. Now these people that are trying to tell you how to trade and they tell you to look at this stock. Like other YouTubers, their biggest problem is they only talk about one stock. They don't break down the entire picture that YouTubers should do. If you're trading, you should have the main 6 indexes, and then you should have the top 7. They all move together. See, check this out. Look, this is the 3 indexes: the triple Qs, the NAS, and the sp500. See how they move together? Now here's where the break off happens. Now look, here's the break off right there. So this right here, this breaking in this channel, look how the sp500 and the NAS and the triple Qs, look how they move together. Now let me show you this. Now compare this to stocks, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do Apple, okay? So down here is the start of 2023, right? So the start of the market pushing up really, really, really hard, okay? So check this out. Alright, so this is Apple and the sp500. Now watch. Now here comes the sp500 pumping. So the NAS and the sp500 are pumping. Now Apple's in the white. Notice how Apple is moving with the indexes. I can't say this enough, guys. Check this out. You have Apple moving with the indexes. Now, what people don't really understand is it's not just Apple that moves with the indexes. What moves with the index is Google, Apple, Tesla, NVDA, AMD, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. They all move with the index. So let me show you. So now look in the top left corner. So we're going to do we're going to do NVDA and Google, and with the sp500. So check this out. Now if you do not understand, Google, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, NVDA, Tesla, Apple, Google, they all move with the market. They do. So Google's in the blue and the market's in the green. Yellow is NVDA, but look how it's dipping together. It's going with it. Look at that pump. Look at the pump. This is back in 2021. So now we're going into the 2022 year. The drop. Look at NVDA drop. Look at Google drop. Look at the indexes drop. Now look. So around in December, right here, we had this spike up in the market. Now watch. You'll see NVDA and you'll see Google pumping with the market. And then we'll have the break off right here. So here it comes. Now here's the dip in the last year, October. Now the market's pumping right here. See how the market's going up, up and up. Here goes Google. And there goes NVDA. Watch, you'll see them explode right about here. There they go. See how they're catching up to the market. They're catching up. They're catching up. See, when you trade these stocks, they're not going to be automatically perfectly on level with the sp500. They're going to mimic the indexes. And that's the biggest problem that people have when they trade. So look, back in this channel, right? So here's the channel for the sp500. So if you actually zoom in, let me take off, let's take off Google, right? So here's the NVDA. So here is NVDA. Let me change it to white so you can kind of see it. All right, so here's NVDA. We'll kind of do like up to here, right, on the replay. So here's NVDA and the stock market, the sp500 at around August, right? So here's August. Now notice NVDA is exactly similar to the market. Like, look. Now watch. You'll see the sp500 drop, right? So let's watch it. So here's the sp500 dropping. It's breaking its channel right here. Now you see it's dipping ahead of it. Sometimes it'll do that, and then you'll see stocks catch up to it. Now the problem with the NVDA is if it's not moving anymore with the market, you have to look at it like this. You have to go check the stock, chart it. So now NVDA is on support, right? Oh, and side note, by the way, all these lines that I have are programmed. And I'll give you a bonus because, you know, I'm rebuilding my YouTube, and I know there's probably like a couple hundred people that actually watch when my video comes out. So I'm going to show you something that I make people pay for me in my Discord, actually. So if you're trying to make a channel, or like a channel like this, my lines are actually programmed. So let me show you, and especially to the people in my Discord, pay attention because I'm going to show you. So if you go up here and actually pull up your drawing panel, right? If you go from like right next to the, you know, the trend thing, click on the arrow and come down to regression trend. Click that star. If you do a regression trend, right? So if you, sorry, someone was at my door. But if you do a regression trend, it will literally program the support and resistance lines for you. So like, look. So we'll take off this channel, right? So if you actually look at this channel, it starts right here. So let me show you. The channel, the trend change starts right here, right? And the trend comes up to here. So now look. All you do is you come up to here. It's actually in my bar. So like right here, click on that, right? So if you actually start at the trend, click it, drag it across all the way, it drew your lines for you. Literally drew your resistance and your supports for you. That's it. Now those are right. So now look, NVDA is on support, right? So actually let me take out my drawing panel. So NVDA is at support. So if it's at support and you have, okay, so pretty much you have to look at other, you know, other stocks too. So like NVDA is at support. So if you go to AMD, right? AMD is at support. So if you go to Amazon, right? So Amazon is at support almost. There's a little more downside. I need to, there you go. There's a little bit more downside. But here's the thing. So if there's a little bit more downside in Amazon and you have the bigger stocks like NVDA at support, this can halt Amazon from going any lower. Now Meta, if you go look at Meta, right? And good job if you got my calls on Meta. You made 100% gain within 2 days. So good job if you've been following the channel. But now look, Meta reject off of support right here, okay? Let me pull it up. So good job if you caught that. So if you have Meta, NVDA at support, right? That can hold up the indexes on their support because they're on support also. So if you have all these indexes, you have, you know, the stock, you know, the big companies like NVDA. I think Apple also. Let me show you Apple. So Apple, right? So Apple's on support right now. So if you have Apple at support, you have NVDA at support. You got a lot of other. You got pretty much all the indexes. So let's look at the triple Qs. Triple Qs on support. The Dow. What's the Dow doing? Dow did break its channel, but it's on support on the smaller channel that it's been making. So if the Dow is breaking, but the others are on support, that can hold up the Dow and can push up the Dow. Now, if Dow, by the way, if you're trading Dow, if it does break, if the Dow does break above 32,860, if it breaks above that, that's going to give it a lot of up power because that's above support. So just a heads up. But that's the thing, guys. If you have all these tech companies at support, you have all these indexes at support, that can hold up the market. That can make the market bounce. But here's the thing. So like, let's actually like zoom in, right? So let's go on. So here it is. So here's the triple Qs, right? So let's actually pull up like the NAS, because they pretty much have the same channel and same support area. So like, look, if you have the NAS above its support, you have the triple Qs above its support, you can rally up. Let me take this off. So the triple Qs can bounce up to around 366 if it makes it up in this corner. Now, if it goes faster up, like if we rally a lot faster, you're looking at a high of like 363 on the triple Qs. But that's the thing, guys. You have to add up all these stocks, all these indexes into one bigger picture. You can't just look at history from 20 years ago and the market, oh, dropped and it has the same pattern. You can't do that. You have to go by charts, guys. Like, I've done price action trading. I've done everything. Out of 9 years in trading, charting's the easiest. And TradingView does it for you. So it's not that hard, guys. Like, I just wanted to make this out. I wanted to show you kind of like the replay and how to like see it like as I do. So I kind of just wanted to put that out there, especially for some of my Discord people. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up. And same thing with like Bitcoin. So let me show you Bitcoin real quick before we end the video. Now, if you did not know, Bitcoin and the market follow each other also. So here, let me pull it up because gotta do it. So here, let me overlap it. I'll overlap it with the NAS. So here's the NAS and Bitcoin. So let's just do a replay. So here is the beginning of 2022. So here, the orange is the stock market and Bitcoin is in the red and green. So notice how see how Bitcoin is moving with the market? Like, it's really not that hard to see. Yeah, it's not going to fall it down to the 1 minute time frame. But in like the overall look aspect of it, like look how the market's pumping. The market's in the orange. See how the market's pumping, Bitcoin's following, it's catching up, and then sometimes the Bitcoin will lead. See it, like now Bitcoin's pumping after the market was pumping. That's how you have to see the market and Bitcoin. Like, I know it's kind of confusing, and yes, sometimes they do their own things, but overall, they follow each other. I just wanted to make this video. I kind of wanted to show you something if you're, been following the channel, especially, for some people. But it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, and one more day of work, and then, yeah, I'll see you guys Monday. Later.